Rocket Why We Dream of Mars and Not Venus. A deep dive into humanity's cosmic choices. For as long as we've gazed up at the night sky, humans have felt an irresistible pull toward the stars. We send telescopes into space, rovers to alien worlds, and probes to distant moons. Today, we stand on the brink of a new era, space colonization. But among all the possible destinations, one planet captivates our imagination above all others: Mars. While the moon is our closest neighbor and our stepping stone, Mars is our dream, a red, dusty frontier that has inspired generations. Plans to send humans there are already underway. Billionaires like Elon Musk want to build colonies. NASA and space agencies around the world are investing billions. And yet, a mystery lingers in plain sight. Why not Venus? After all, Venus is closer to Earth than Mars. Its size and composition are strikingly similar to Earth's. The travel time to Venus, with the right planetary alignment, is shorter than to Mars. And perhaps most significantly, Venus might once have been like Earth, lush, temperate, possibly even habitable. So why aren't we racing to explore and understand Venus, especially when it might hold urgent lessons for our own planet? Globe showing Europe-Africa sister planets. Earth and Venus compared. Venus is often called Earth's twin, and for good reason. Let's look at the stats. Property: Earth-Venus. Diameter: 12,742 kilometers, 12,104 kilometers. Mass: 5.97 times 10 superscript 2, kg. 4.87 times 10 superscript 2, kg. Density: 5.52 g/cm superscript 3, 5.24 g/cm superscript 3. Surface gravity: 9.8 meters per square second, 8.87 meters per square second. Composition: iron, oxygen, silicon, magnesium same. Internal structure: crust, mantle, core same. Venus is so similar in structure to Earth that early astronomers assumed it must be home to life. Some imagined oceans hidden beneath the clouds, perhaps even jungles and animals. But when we finally sent probes there in the 20th century, we discovered a planet that was hell incarnate. Fire: a planet gone wrong. The inferno of Venus. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Yes, even hotter than Mercury, which is closer to the Sun. Why? The answer lies in its atmosphere. Venus's atmosphere is 96.5% carbon dioxide, shrouded in dense sulfuric acid clouds, over 90 times denser than Earth's, capable of creating surface pressures equivalent to being 900 meters underwater. The result: a runaway greenhouse effect that has pushed average surface temperatures to a staggering 465 degrees Celsius, 869 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. These conditions make Venus the most hostile rocky planet in the solar system. Probes that have landed there survive only for minutes to hours before succumbing to the pressure, heat, and corrosive environment. It's a stark contrast to Mars, where the average temperature is minus 63 degrees Celsius. The atmosphere is thin, mostly carbon dioxide too, but with 1% the density of Earth's, and robotic rovers can survive for years. Test tube: Why Venus Matters. A mirror of our own fate? Despite the nightmarish conditions on Venus, or perhaps because of them, it might be the most important planet for us to study. Why? Because Venus may have once been like Earth, with liquid water, milder temperatures, and an atmosphere capable of supporting life. Some scientists believe that Venus retained oceans for up to 3 billion years. Then, something catastrophic happened. Volcanic eruptions, increased CO2 release, and a greenhouse feedback loop that boiled the oceans, dried the surface, and transformed Venus into the scorched wasteland we see today. Thermometer: could Earth be next? Human-driven climate change is pushing Earth systems in dangerous directions. Rising CO2 levels, polar ice melting, increasing global temperatures. It's not unreasonable to wonder, could Earth follow Venus's path? Studying Venus is therefore not just a scientific curiosity. It's a warning. A message in a bottle from our sister world. Ring planet: then why Mars? Despite its harsh conditions, Mars draws us in. Why? Here are some reasons. 1. It's cold but not lethal. While Mars is freezing, it's still within the realm of survivability with proper suits and shelter. Venus, by contrast, would kill a human instantly, with heat, pressure, and corrosive air. 2. Water. Mars shows clear signs of past water flows, riverbeds, and possibly underground ice reservoirs. Water means potential for life, and for human survival. 3. Lower gravity and easier landings. Mars's gravity is 38% of Earth's, compared to Venus's 90%. The Martian atmosphere is thin, which makes landings easier. Venus's thick atmosphere crushes, heats, and corrodes anything that enters it. 4. Long-term colonization potential. Mars could potentially be terraformed. Elon Musk and others have proposed creating a greenhouse effect on Mars to warm it and release trapped CO2, thickening the atmosphere and maybe even allowing water to flow again. Venus, on the other hand, would require removing CO2, reducing pressure, and cooling the planet, a task that's exponentially more difficult. Money with wings, Venus, the billion-dollar graveyard. It's not that we've ignored Venus. We've tried many times. Globe showing Europe-Africa missions to Venus, past and present. 36 missions in total, Soviet, American, European, Japanese. 28 Soviet, 6 American, 1 European, 1 Japanese. Only a handful successful. Most data comes from brief landings, flybys, or atmospheric studies. The Soviet Venera missions of the 1970s and 80s were groundbreaking. Venera 7 was the first to land on Venus and transmit data. Venera 13 and 14 sent the only color panoramic images from the surface. Still, these missions cost billions of dollars and often returned minimal data due to Venus's extreme conditions. Some probes lasted only minutes before being crushed or melted. By comparison, we have decades of rich, ongoing exploration of Mars, including rovers like Curiosity, Perseverance, and Spirit, orbiters from NASA, ESA, ISRO, and others, plans for human missions and sample returns. Brain, but what if we're missing something? What if our reluctance to explore Venus is a strategic mistake? Consider, if Venus once had oceans and Earth-like conditions, it may have hosted life. Traces of past life, even microbial, would revolutionize our understanding of biology, planetary evolution, and the uniqueness of Earth. The processes that destroyed Venus's habitability may be mirrored on Earth in the distant future. Cloud life in the clouds? Some researchers believe that microbial life could still exist high in Venus's atmosphere, where temperatures and pressures are milder. In 2020, the controversial detection of phosphine gas, a potential biosignature, in Venus's clouds reignited interest in the planet. NASA is planning new missions. Veritas, Venus emissivity, radioscience, in SAR, topography, and spectroscopy. Da Vinci Plus, deep atmosphere Venus investigation of noble gases, chemistry, and imaging. These missions may finally shed light on Venus's dark secrets. Shooting star conclusion. Venus and Mars, 2 roads, 1 question. Mars is a hopeful vision of the future. Venus is a haunting reminder of what could go wrong. While Mars may one day become a second home, Venus could offer something even more valuable, a deeper understanding of our own world and the fragile balance that sustains life. Perhaps one day, humanity will return to Venus, not to colonize it, but to listen to its warnings. Until then, we should keep looking, keep questioning, and remember that our destiny among the stars depends not just on reaching new worlds, but on understanding the ones we already have.